Hello children, hope you all are fine. Today we are going to study about blood circulation in the human heart. We all know that blood is circulated by the pumping action of the heart, isn't it? The atria and ventricles of the heart, you all know what are the atria and ventricles? Yes, they contract rhythmically to make the blood flow and where? Into the lungs and into the body. Okay, so how it happens? Let us see it in detail. First, the deoxygenated blood from all over the body is collected by two major veins. Which are the two major veins? Superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. That means all the veins from upper body, they bring their blood into the superior vena cava, and all the veins from the lower part of the body, they bring the blood into the inferior vena cava. Which blood? Deoxygenated. Okay, whose oxygen is being used up and it has carbon dioxide in it. So it comes into these veins. From these veins, it will enter into the right atrium. Now right atrium will contract and will push the blood into the right ventricle. Okay. Now right ventricle will contract and it will push the blood into the pulmonary artery. You all know, I have already told you that the pulmonary word relates to the lungs. Okay. So pulmonary artery means the artery which carries the blood to lungs. While carrying the blood, this artery divides into two parts, right pulmonary artery and left pulmonary artery. Right pulmonary artery will carry the blood to the right lung. You know that there are two lungs, right lung and left pulmonary artery will carry to the left lung. Okay. Now this you can see that this artery is shown in blue color. Otherwise, I told you in earlier video that all the arteries are shown in red color and the veins are shown in blue color. Just like this superior vena cava, isn't it? This is shown in blue color. So why it is so? Because pulmonary artery is an exception. This is the artery which carries deoxygenated blood. Only and only pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood. Otherwise, all the arteries in the body carries oxygenated blood and it carries blood away from the heart. Pulmonary artery is also carrying the blood away from the heart, but it is carrying deoxygenated blood. Okay. Now, the blood will go to the right and left lungs. What will happen there? Yes, exchange of respiratory gases. In the lungs, carbon dioxide will be removed out from the blood, okay, to be exhaled out of your body, and blood will take oxygen from the lungs, which lungs have inhaled in. Okay, so this inhaled oxygen will now pass into the blood. Then this oxygenated blood is carried to the left atrium by the right pulmonary veins and left pulmonary veins. Now you can see here also these veins are shown in red colors because these are again exceptions. These are the only veins in your body or in our body which carries oxygenated blood. Otherwise, all the veins carry deoxygenated blood, isn't it? So through right and left pulmonary veins, from right lung and left lung, the oxygenated blood will enter into the left atrium. Okay. Then from left atrium, the left atrium will contract and the blood will flow into the left ventricle. And from the left ventricle, the blood is pushed into the aorta. Okay. Aorta is the main and the largest artery, or we can say largest vessel. This will carry blood to all parts of the body. This you can see, this is aorta and it is carrying the blood to all parts of the body, oxygenated blood. The oxygen will be then given to all the body parts and all the tissues, organs, and then this blood which is deoxygenated will be carried back to the right atrium by the superior and inferior vena cava. Okay. Now let us see the graph. So I hope you all have understood the circulation of blood. Let us see the graphic representation of its pathway, that is from where to where the blood goes. From superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, it reaches right atrium, it pushes it into right ventricle, then goes to lungs by pulmonary artery. It reaches lungs and get oxygenated. Okay, let us leaves carbon dioxide and take in the oxygen. Then it goes to pulmonary veins. From pulmonary veins, it reaches left atrium. Left atrium pushes the blood to left ventricle and then to the largest blood vessel, that is aorta, which supplies the blood to rest of the body. So this is the pathway that blood follows in our body. Next, we know that circulation of blood in the body is double circulation. Okay. Now, what do you mean by double circulation? Double circulation means when blood travels in one complete round, the blood passes twice through the heart. Okay. It passes 2 times through the heart, but in 2 separate loops. In separate and closed loops, 2 different pathways it follows, that means. So this is known as double circulation. Double circulation, idea of double circulation was first proposed by William Harvey. He was an English medical doctor. Okay, William Harvey. So William Harvey, he proposed the double circulation in human beings. He also observed that blood would move readily from the veins to the heart, but not from the heart to the veins. Okay, so this how double circulation takes place. First, the blood which is in the right atrium, that is the deoxygenated blood, it will be pumped to the lungs by right ventricle, isn't it? And this right atrium to right ventricle and then to the lungs is called pulmonary circulation, because it is related to, it is going to the lungs, so it is pulmonary circulation. Now oxygenated blood will come back to left atrium, from left atrium to left ventricle, and then to all the body parts. It will go back to the right atrium. So this pathway is called systemic circulation. This circulation is called systemic circulation. Okay. Now let us see its graphic representation. This is the same, that is from right atrium, it is going to right ventricle and then to pulmonary arteries and then lungs and pulmonary veins. See this here, pulmonary arteries, lungs and pulmonary veins, and coming back to left atrium. So this is pulmonary circulation, and from left atrium, left ventricle, aorta, vena cava and back to the right atrium, this is systemic circulation. Okay, so this is all about circulation of blood in the heart and human body. Next, we will be talking about blood vessels. Whatever we have left in the topic blood vessels, that we will discuss, and blood groups. Till then, revise full chapter again, study well and have a nice day.